Hi. So I've been on a school trip and I haven't been here, so apologies for that. Um, and I got a drastic haircut, so yeah. Um, I'm gonna be reading something of my own today. It's called Of Gardens and Wildflowers. It was something I submitted to a short story competition in school a few years ago, and this is the runners-up piece. Okay. It has been 6 months since I met him. 6 months of email conversations, occasional messenger pings, 6 months of song recommendations. I told him that he had a voice that could make the angels sing whenever he hummed through the comfortable Skype silences. But he only ever laughed and shook his long brown hair. This boy. He had eyes the shade of storm clouds, and freckles spilled across his shoulder blades like fallen stars of the Andromeda. But most importantly, he kept the garden brimming with daisies and tulips and dahlias. He woke early to watch these flowers bloom. Once, at the end of those wonderful 6 months, he sat by me in our favorite café and whispered in my ear while I read. You were touching me and making the sky start at the tips of my toes, like I was a flower captured in time-lapse photography, flourishing into a wild radiating blossom in 10 seconds flat. I could feel that this time, something was really going to happen. Our lips had never touched directly before, only through coffee mugs and cigarettes, but that Friday was something different. I woke up that morning feeling electric. It was the waft of forget-me-nots fresh from your garden, and that, I think, was when I realized I'd never forget you. Later that afternoon, we rode to your house in your car, one of the only places we'd ever been alone together, my hair blowing in the wind which blew through the broken window on my side. We met up with your friends on the curb to your house, and I sat on the sidewalk as I watched you skateboard like a child in awe because I was. The sun was starting to go. So we took a drive to watch the sunset on a hilltop, just like in the movies, and I thought this is what it feels like to be someone's girlfriend. All of the lights turned green as the car kissed each intersection, and I knew it meant something. Sometimes you just know. I was shy and awkward and falling in love for the first time, unabashed, timid but brave in a way I know I'll never be again. His hands found his way home on my hips. I never knew anyone to be gentler than he was, his breath fanning over my skin as soft as the skies. I smiled. I pretended it was more cinematic than it really was because I knew he wanted it to be that way. I sighed and let my fingers run over the space between his shoulder blades, that bed of fallen stars forever. When I think back to the days of us, I feel warm. I feel warm because I was so curious and scared and happy. I think of him in celestial colors when I pass beautiful meadows sometimes. Not like the gardens he used to grow, but the ones overflowing with wildflowers. Just like that one warm spring day when he rendered me enigmatic, invincible. Thank you.